What's up? My name is Jeremy Rios. I am thinking of starting a YouTube channel. And the content for the YouTube channel that I'm thinking of is helping people take the hardest step, which is the first step. Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now, just a few days. And yeah, what I think is the hardest step is actually the easiest step. I think taking that first step is it's just the scariest step, but really it's like the easiest thing that you'll do in the whole process. The real hard work comes later on, but that first step is just scary. And I gotta admit, it's even scary for me. Even like starting this YouTube channel about taking the first step. I keep thinking it's been about 10, 20 minutes now, and I've just been thinking through like, okay, well, what's gonna look better if I record it on my phone or if I record it through my computer, and what should I name it, and just a bunch of million different things come through your head. But really, if you just get started, that's the most important thing that you need to do, is get started and take action. And that's the hardest thing for the most people. So this first video will be, taking that hardest step, taking that first step for me to actually create this YouTube video. And then so today's content will be creating a YouTube video. But what I imagine is, as I go on, I'll start, an online store. I'll start, an art store. I could start a podcast. And again, the YouTube video will just be showing how easy it is really to take that first step. And as I've been thinking about it, I've been thinking like, okay, like, so a title could be, I started a YouTube channel, yeah, in 1 hour. I started a podcast in 2 hours. How to start an e-commerce store in 3 hours, or something like that. But basically, not even like tutorials, not even really how to do it. A little bit of that, because I am gonna basically use my thoughts right now. Is I'll use ChatGPT to take someone from zero knowledge of how to do something, and just using ChatGPT, getting the right knowledge and resources, information to do that thing. So anyways, that is basically the idea. And that first, your first video like this is gonna be garbage, right? Like, it's gonna be trash. It's gonna be so bad. Like, I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do proper lighting, obviously. Like, it's so bad. But you look at some of like the biggest, look at anybody, it doesn't matter what they do. Look at some of the biggest YouTube influencers, and look at their first videos. If they keep them up, they're garbage. They're so bad. Like, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you keep going. What matters is that you take that first step. And my hope is to really get people that, maybe they've been thinking about starting a podcast for 5 years. They've been thinking about doing it, right? And they haven't done it, right? Because that first step is just so scary. Whereas, like, dude, rewind 5 years ago and you thought about starting a podcast. So you just did it. You just started a podcast. And now you've been making one podcast a week, every week for 5 years. How much better do you think that person's going to be, 5 years later, than the person that's just been thinking about everything, thinking about researching the right microphones, the right topics, doing research of what podcasts are out there. Dude, who cares about all that? Like, you'll do that. That's good work to do, but do that as you're refining your podcast, not as you're thinking about what to start. The big theme, I guess, of this YouTube channel is, and like, I'm sitting here talking right now, like, nobody's watching this video. Like, nobody cares. I'm just ranting. Like, I don't know how to talk on YouTube. I don't like, I'm in my head right now going like, I'm just going off, and nobody's gonna listen to this. And I know nobody's gonna listen to this, and it doesn't matter, because right now I suck. And that doesn't matter. What matters is that I get started. And if I continue with it and I'm consistent, then maybe a year from now I don't suck as bad. Maybe 3 years from now I'm actually pretty decent. And maybe 5 years from now I'm really good and know what I'm actually doing. But what's important right now is that I'm taking that first step. So anyways, that's the theme of this video idea that I have, and the theme of it is basically a term that I heard in college called paralysis by analysis. Okay, paralysis, you can't move, you're paralyzed. So you're paralyzed from what? Analyzing, over-analyzing things. And this is just something that I think cripples all of us, right? Is paralysis by analysis. You're thinking about the perfect thing, you're thinking about how to make it perfect, and perfection is the enemy of progress. So you never actually do anything. And there's a really cool story about this too that, again, I heard in one of my classes, and it was basically, I forget, it was some kind of hands-on activity. It was like one of those, how to stack 1,000 marbles on top of Q-tips or something weird like that. I don't remember exactly what the thing was, but you had 30 minutes or an hour to do it or something like that. And they gave this hands-on project to like MBA students, guys getting their masters in business, and guys and girls getting their masters in business. And they gave it to a class of kindergartners, okay? And they had like 30 minutes or an hour, and it was like, who could, stack the most toothpicks in a certain, I don't remember exactly what it was. But the cool thing, the kind of hilarious thing that happened was the kindergartners outperformed the MBA students like 9 times out of 10. And I'm sure that statistic's wrong, but it was something along the lines of, the kindergartners really, really outperformed the MBA students. And the reason that I want you to like think about, why is that right now? Why would the kindergartners outperform the MBA students in this hands-on activity? What do you think the MBA students were doing, and what do you think the kindergartners were doing? The MBA students were strategizing. The MBA students were assigning leadership. They were assigning roles, and they were thinking through this process. How do we stack these, toothpicks, whatever the freak it was, dude, I don't remember. But they were thinking about the whole thing and going through that whole thing. And the kindergartners were just doing it, right? They were just trying something, failed, trying something, failed, trying something, failed, over and over. They literally just got into it, right? And they just started doing it. They're kindergartners. They're not going to strategize and pick leaders and stuff like that. So the kindergartners outperformed these MBA students, which is wild, right? But again, it's just this idea that like you need to just start. If you've been thinking about starting something for weeks, months, years, some people decades, just do it. Just start it. And I'm hoping to like inspire people, show people when I, with no knowledge going into these new categories that I'll do, how to start, how to take that hardest step, that first step, and just get going, because that's where like everyone starts at ground zero, but you need to start, you need to get going, and then through that experience. And so there's that show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So I thought maybe like a cool catchphrase for mine will be, the question is not, are you smarter than a fifth grader? The question is, are you dumber than a kindergartner? Which sounds kind of harsh, me now saying that out loud, but something along those lines, right? Where it's like, look, kindergartners get this. Just move your feet, just go, right? And if you can just go, if you can just get over the fear of taking that first step, and you take that first step, that'll give you momentum, and you'll take the second, third, fourth, and all that stuff comes later. Like, yeah, you need to, a lot of people, when they think about starting a business, like, I gotta, start an LLC, I gotta research, what kind of company to start. Do I start an S Corp? Do I start? It's like, there's just 10 million different questions that come with your idea, and none of it matters. Literally none of it matters. The only thing that you need to do is get started. The rest will come. Like, that stuff's important, but it's important for later on, right? After you have momentum, after you're moving and you're going, then you start refining, then you start making it better, then you start learning how to actually talk to the camera, right? Like, I don't know how to talk to the camera. I don't know how to do this. This is, roughly my first video here, and yeah, it's gonna be garbage. Like, it's gonna suck. And I think a lot of people are scared of that too, and I for sure am. Like, oh dude, what if somebody sees this? And that's a funny fear too, because nobody's gonna see this. Like, nobody's gonna see this, right? Eventually some people will see it. I think that's where that fear comes in of like, man, people are gonna see this and they're gonna be like, wow, this guy sucks. And it's like, yeah, I do. Like, this is trash. This is absolutely terrible. But who cares? Like, very few people are gonna see it. The people that do see it are probably gonna think it's trash, because it is gonna be trash, and who cares? The thing is, keep going, right? But if you keep going, eventually it will get better. So The main thing here, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna do this all with ChatGPT. So I know you can't see the screen right now, so I'm gonna try and get. I guess what I could do. So I have a couple things. This is literally like I want this to be started from scratch. So today's video is how to start a YouTube channel, right? From scratch, from zero, from like zero knowledge, zero experience, zero everything, okay? So I have a couple things, a couple cheats already. Like the phone is sitting on a tripod. So that was something that I had actually purchased, yesterday. It came in the mail today. And so I do have a tripod already. I kind of saw that as necessary to be able to do this. And then the other thing is I am going to record my screen right now. I use a tool called ClickUp. This is just a product management tool. And in it, they have a screen recording feature. So I really want one that'll record the screen and use my camera to record me. And they used to have a program called Loom that did that, but their free version now only gets you 5-minute videos, so that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording my screen through ClickUp. Okay, so now it's recording through ClickUp. So those are the two cheats, I guess, for today's video. Like, I already have a tripod, and I already know about ClickUp screen recording just because I use that. But other than that, like, this is absolutely from scratch, right? Like, you don't get much more ignorant than me when it comes to creating a YouTube channel, right? I don't use, and to put that in context too, like, I don't use social media at all. I watch YouTube. Like, that's pretty much the experience I have. So other than that, I have, no experience in this. So I'm recording the screen. I don't even know how I'm gonna combine the two and overlay it or what. I'll have to look into that later. But the idea right now, and I wanted a timer. See, I wanted a timer like 2 hours. I'm going to do, because I do want to set a limit for this. So it's 1:19 right now. I've been going since about 1, and I want to be done by 2. So I want to do this in 1 hour, start a YouTube channel in 1 hour. So I'm going to try and prioritize these, tasks right now, but we're going to go ahead and get started here. And I think for today, I'm going to go ahead and not worry about recording my face here. It's recording the screen here, it's recording me here, and we'll worry about that later. So anyways, let's get into this. This is gonna look terrible, like I don't know what angle to do here, but I'm in ChatGPT now, and I'm just going to ask it. I'm gonna say, and I don't like to type that much anymore. I just use, there's a little microphone button on my keyboard here, so I like to use that. I would like to start a YouTube channel and have no idea how to do that. So take me step by step into starting a YouTube channel from ground zero. No knowledge, no experience, nothing. And only give me one step at a time, because I get overwhelmed when I get a huge list of things to do. So I literally just want you to give me the first step to starting a YouTube channel. And then I'll let you know when I've completed that. And then you can give me the next one. I want to have this all done in 1 hour. I want to have a YouTube channel live, up and running in 1 hour. So let's get going. Okay, I like to just dictate. I don't like to type because it's just so much easier. And with ChatGPT, I guess, we should start with ChatGPT. Like, if you don't know what ChatGPT is, this is an incredible tool. You probably do know what it is by now. Most people have heard of it. I am using ChatGPT, the paid version, which is $20 a month. It's a little bit smarter. It's a lot smarter. But for this, you could easily do this on the free. And as a matter of fact, let's see if we can do this all on the free version, just so that you have zero investment going in. So I'm just gonna copy what I just wrote, and I am gonna switch over to the free version. Okay, ChatGPT 3.5 is what you get with the free version. I'm gonna switch it over to that, and let's see how it does. So I'm gonna send that message here. Okay, step 1, sign up for a Google account. If you don't already have a Google account, you'll need to create one. A Google account will give you access to all of Google services, including YouTube. Here's how to do it. Open your web browser and go to accounts.google.com/signup. Okay, so it gives me a link for that. I'm going to click that link, and then I am going to come back here, fill out the form, personal information, follow the prompts. Once you have your Google account set up, okay. So I think most people are already going to have a Gmail account, you know, at this point. If you have Gmail, that's a Google account. If you have any Google service, like if you use Google Docs, well, you have a Google account. So just, that's the account they're talking about. I already have one. I do want this to be like from step 1, step ground zero, but I am going to cheat a little bit here and skip over this because I do already have one. So I'm going to skip this step, but this step couldn't be easier. If you need to do it, all you do is freaking put your information in, right? Your name, your last name, whatever. Like, it's super easy, okay? Super easy. So step 1, done. All right. So now I'm just gonna dictate. Okay, I've completed that step. Let's move on to step 2. ChatGPT, you just talk to it like you would a human. It is the most incredible thing ever. I think a lot of people that are scared of technology, generally the older generations that are scared of technology, this will be the easiest new technological tool that you'll ever adopt, you know, and start using, because literally there's just one thing you need to know about it. Talk to it like you would a human. So just pretend it is a person, not a machine, not a robot, right? My dad, like, whenever he does talk to text on his phone, he talks to it like a robot. He'd be like, hello, Jeremy, are you like, he'll, you know, because if he doesn't, then it, like, doesn't dictate it, right? Like, he approaches things like a robot, right? And I want you to not do that with this. Like, when I dictate, it doesn't get every word perfectly, but ChatGPT, it knows the typos, it knows it. Dude, just talk to it like you would a person, okay? All right, so step 2, now that you have your Google account set up, here's the next step. Step 2, create a YouTube channel. Since YouTube is owned by Google, you can now use your Google account, sign into YouTube, and create a channel. Here's how. Go to youtube.com in your web browser, so it gives me the actual link. Okay, I'm gonna come back here. Sign into YouTube using the Google account you just created. Once signed in, click on your profile picture in the top right corner of the YouTube page. From the drop-down menu, select your channel. You'll be prompted to create your channel. Follow the instructions to set up your channel name and customize your channel's appearance. Once you've created your YouTube channel, let me know, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I have also already done this. I have, gosh, with my, now it's going to show, like, with the algorithm, all the things that I watch. Anyways, so I do already have a channel, but again, this is a super easy sign. Just click your channel, and bada bing, bada boom, it's all there. This is a very simple step. I am just gonna use, you know, my channel, just Jeremy Rears. I was thinking, like, what's, you know, maybe I'll make a name for this. I could call it The Hardest Step. I could call it, and I could get ChatGPT to help me brainstorm names, but that's not really important right now. What's important is that we get a video live. Like, that's the end goal, right? The of this process is going to be going from thinking, I think I should start a YouTube channel, to having a live YouTube channel, okay? So, again, super easy here. If you don't already have that, just follow these steps, and boom, you have your channel. So, I already have my channel here. It's live. I'm just going to stick with this name for now. I actually have a lot of YouTube channel ideas. This is just one of them. And my thought is I'm basically just going to keep them all on my personal channel. And then if they start to take off, you know, if one of those ideas starts to take off, then I'll either just rename this channel, you know, whatever I want. For example, if this starts to take off, then I would call it The Hardest Step. Or I just create a new YouTube channel called The Hardest Step. Okay, again, these are like little details that don't matter, and that your brain starts thinking about, and that you basically just stop you from doing the thing you know you should do, which is just create your freaking channel, okay? So going back, we'll say, perfect, that step is done. Let's move on to the next step. I probably should have given it like a goal, right? Like, in 1 hour I want to have a live YouTube channel, which maybe I did, but anyways, the whole purpose of this too is like, this is gonna be this is really, it's not trying to be a how-to video. It's and this whole channel is not trying to be how to do something. Like, this is not the best way to start a YouTube channel in 1 hour, right? Like, that would take research, that would take you know, a lot of stuff. But the nice thing about doing it through ChatGPT is it's probably going to give you really close to the best strategy from, you know, the get-go. It might not be the best, but it'll be really, really good. And again, this is not a tutorial like how to do this the perfect way. No, it's just supposed to be motivation to show how easy it is to do it. Like, look, you've been thinking about it for 10 years. I just did it in 1 hour. So stop thinking about it and just do it. Anyways, customize your channel. Now that you have YouTube set up, let's take time to make it more appealing to viewers. Here's what you can do. Upload a profile picture. I already have that. Click on your icon. So to do that, you would click on your channel icon, top right corner, click on your channel. From there, customize channel. You see the option, okay? Super easy. I mean, this is like super basic, easy stuff. I already have that. You would just click on this picture and edit it. Add channel art. Channel art is the banner image that appears at the top of your channel's homepage. So like here, I'm going to disagree with ChatGPT here. I don't think adding channel art is the most important thing to do here, right? I don't even know if I have channel art, and right now, not important. Like, we can optimize that stuff later, so we're going to skip over that. Write a channel description. Again, not super important, but you know what? Maybe we'll do a little bit of this stuff. So I'm going to hit customize channel, layout, branding. Yeah, banner image. Like, we don't need that stuff right now. That's just going to bog us down. Basic info. Here's my handle. Oh, look, I can change my handle right here. That's cool. I didn't even know how to do this. Description. Tell viewers. Not important right now. Not important. We can do this later. Channel URL. All this stuff. So I'm gonna disagree a little bit with ChatGPT and say that stuff's not even really that important right now. What's important is that we get live. Not a live video, but get this thing going. Add links and social media. Okay, again, like, yeah, we could add links here. Not super important. The channel's open. It's got a name. It's got a handle. It's pretty good to go. Once you customize, all right. So I'm gonna say let's done. Let's go on to the next step. I'm even using more words than I do. I could just say next, right? All right, step 4, decide on your content niche and plan your videos. Now that your channel's set up, it's time to decide what kind of content you want to create. Think about your interests, expertise, and what you're passionate about. Here's what you can do. Okay, so I've already done this. It's basically saying choose your niche or niche. Which one is it? I don't know. I like niche better. But I don't. Anyways, research your audience. Take some time to research who your target audience is. Plan your videos. Set a schedule. Great. That stuff's all good, but you know, let's do that a little bit more. You've probably, especially if you've been thinking about this a lot, you've probably done all of this in your head already. I already laid that out at the beginning of this video, so done here. Let's move on to the next step, okay? Next step. Create your first video. Okay, well, that's what I'm doing right now. So now that you've planned your content, it's time to start creating your first video. Here's how to get started. Gather your equipment. It's even telling you, look at this. You don't need fancy equipment to create videos for YouTube. A smartphone with a good camera can work just fine to start. Make sure you have good lighting and decent audio quality. Write a script or outline. Record your video. Edit your video. Upload your video to YouTube. Once your video is uploaded to YouTube, let me know, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay. So now I don't really know what to do because we have, this is recording, but it's only getting the screen, and this is recording me. So I'll need to stop the video to upload the video, to edit the video, okay? I'm obviously not going to be able to edit the video and record me editing the video at the same time. I could do that if I was going to go live, but I can't go live until for like another day. I don't know. I hit like try and go live and it was saying I need to wait a day. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, if I was live, then I could be recording in real time. So, anyways, basically the next step is just to upload this video, right? Well, let's edit and upload the video, and then I'll be done. So, started at 1, now it's 1:30. Let's figure out how to edit this video. So I'm gonna tell it what I'm doing, and then we'll figure out what software we need to use to edit the video. And then I'll have to maybe just do it with like some dummy footage or something. I don't know. All right. Okay, so I've recorded my video, and part of it is recorded on my phone, recording me, and then the other part of it is recorded, is a screen recording from my computer. So again, it's 2 separate videos that I now need to basically edit into one video, a recording from my phone and a screen recording from my computer. So what's a good free video editing tool to use to do this? I just basically need to stitch the 2 videos together, make sure the audio lines up, I guess. I'm using a Mac, so maybe Mac already has some free programs for this. Yeah, I think it does. Like iMovie, doesn't iMovie? Let's see. Anyways, what's the best software, do you think? Okay, that was horrendous, but you can talk to it just like a human. Like a human would understand, right? All the garbage that I spewed out, right? Some of it. And like when you're talking to a computer, you normally think, I gotta get this perfect. And in the past, you kind of did. Otherwise, you didn't really understand. ChatGPT gets it. Okay, it gets it. So it says if you're using a Mac, you're in luck. Look at that. Because you already have access to a powerful and free video editing tool called iMovie. iMovie should be able to handle the task of stitching together your 2 videos and syncing the audio. Here's how to do it. Open iMovie on your Mac. Create a new project by clicking on Create New and selecting iMovie. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this over. You know what I'll do? I'll do this. Yeah, I'm gonna exit full screen, and we're gonna look for iMovie, which is right there. And then we're gonna show just how easy this can be. I've done very, very basic like video editing in the past. Not even really video editing, I would call like pretty much nothing. I'm pretty much starting at scratch here. Yeah, little to no experience on this. So let's see what this is all about. Okay. iMovie. Cool. I'm not sure how well this is gonna. This was a video I edited in the past of me, another YouTube idea of like talking with my uncle. Okay. So I'm not sure how well this is gonna go, but we're gonna try this. We're gonna try to tile this to the right of the screen. Okay, so now we have both, and I'm just gonna go step by step. Open iMovie on your iMac. Check. Create a new project by clicking on the Create New and selecting Movie. Okay. Where's Create New? I think I'm inside of a project. Here we go. Create New Movie. Perfect. Import your video files into iMovie by dragging and dropping them into the media library or by clicking on File, Import Media. Okay, so let's go. Where's File? File, Import Media. Okay, so I'm just gonna get 2 other videos to demonstrate so that I can demonstrate like getting this done in an hour. And then obviously when I stop these 2 recordings that I'm doing, I'll just do the editing process for those 2 videos. Okay, so let's just grab whatever. I don't know. What are we gonna grab? Movies. We'll do the that's weird. Let me go here. Here we go. Isn't there like a photos? You can show my incompetence here. Okay, pictures. No, that's not what I want. I want like, where's my photos from my phone. I don't even know where that is. My gosh. Didn't they used to have like photos? Just my photos, dude. Where's my photos? Can we not access my photos here? Okay, let's try. File, import media. And how do I just get to my photos? Video? What is this? No. Users. Okay. Pictures. That's not it. Okay. This is... I don't even know how to... This should show how incompetent I am at this. If I can get a YouTube channel started in 1 hour, so can you. Okay, here's my photos. I don't know how to get those over, but whatever. I'm gonna grab, here's another, this is a video of my wife and I talking because we're thinking about starting a, we're not thinking about starting a video podcast. We're starting a video podcast because we've been thinking about it. And now, again, I'm just going to do it. Okay? Just gonna do it. Okay, so how do I get this into iMovie? Just want to get this into iMovie. Maybe I can just drag and drop it. I don't know. We're gonna try that. Okay, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna drop it right here. So I just had the photos there. See that? Nice and easy. Okay. So that's done. Okay, so I've imported. Drag the video clips onto the timeline in the order you want them to appear. Okay, so I want this one here. And then I'm gonna grab like a random clip here that I have from before. Apparently I have all these clips. I don't even know. I wish I could see how long they were so I could just get a long one. Anyways, download this. I don't know what it is. Okay, now we're gonna grab this screen recording. This is an old one. We're gonna put it there. Why didn't that work? Screen recording. Come on. Let's try it through File, Import Media. Now I can find it in Downloads. Where's Downloads? Here we go. Okay, so it's not, it looks like it, maybe it's not, it's like, it's not coming up. Like, it won't let me do that. So, something's wrong. So we'll figure out with ChatGPT. Adjust the timing. Yeah, this is all assuming I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna say, it appears the screen recording file is not in a format that I can upload into iMovie, period. I had no problem getting the video from my phone into iMovie, but the screen recording is not, it's not working. It was like a .web format. Actually, let me see. Yeah, it was like a .web format. Let me see what the actual format was. That way it can tell me .webm. Yeah. So it's like, it's .webm format. How do I get it in iMovie? So one really cool thing about ChatGPT, again, is like, if you're completely ignorant in whatever realm you're trying to go into, with Google, you'd almost have to know the lingo. Like, one of the coolest experiences I had with ChatGPT was, I struggle a lot with Excel because I don't know the lingo. Like, I don't know the name of the formula I need. And that's very hard to find that information in Google when you don't even know the right question to ask. ChatGPT, you can again talk to it like you would a human, and you can say, look, this is what I need it to do. and it'll be like, oh, you need this formula, right? That's very hard to get in Google. And I remember one experience in particular. I spent hours with this thing I was trying to figure out, watching YouTube videos and Googling it and everything. This was right when I had just found out about ChatGPT, and then couldn't figure it out. So whatever, I was listening to a podcast later that day, and I don't even remember what was said on the podcast, but it reminded me, like, dude, get ChatGPT to do this. So then I went in the next day, took about 10 minutes with ChatGPT. No, it took like a minute with ChatGPT, just explained what I wanted, and boom, had the instructions. And in 5 minutes, I had the task done. So, anyways, use an online converter. Okay, so it's like perfect example of what it's saying. Okay, if your screen recording is in the .webm format, you'll need to convert it to a compatible format that iMovie can use, such as MP4. So again, with Google in the past, you'd kind of need to know that lingo in order to find it, right? If you knew, like, oh, I need to convert this to this, then you could Google that real quick and find it. But if you don't even know what you need to do, ChatGPT is great at, you just give it the goal and it'll be like, okay, these are the tools, these are the resources you need. You need an online converter. Awesome. Okay, so there are many tools available. Use a desktop converter. No, I don't want desktop. I want online. You can search for web, and so yeah, I mean, it's literally telling me what to search for, right? So now, if you know what to search for, it can be very easy to find in Google. Okay, so now that I know what to search for, I'm gonna just do this. Downloads. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever one. Convert to MP4, I think is what it wanted. Yeah, to MP4. Follow the instructions and download. Perfect. Okay, so just convert to MP4, convert it. Bada bing, bada boom. I have to pee really bad. But then that'd be more editing that I'd have to do, because I'd have to stop and have to figure out how to, I don't like doing all that. This is a 13-second video. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and download it. Okay. Now that it's downloaded in MP4, we should be able to drag it onto here. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna add this, and I added it on the end. Okay, I really do need to pee. I'm gonna have to just cut this. More editing that I don't want to do. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I added it in here and added it to the end, which is not what I want to do. So let's go back to the previous instructions. It says drag the videos onto the timeline in the order you want them to appear. Adjust the timing and positioning of the clips as needed by clicking and dragging them on the timeline. If necessary, trim the clips. To sync the audio from both clips, you can adjust the position of one clip relative to the other on the timeline. Okay. Actually, yeah, because what I want to do is overlay it, right? So am I able to just like do like that or something? No. It actually made it like disappear. And put it there. Wait, what is it doing? What are you calling? Okay, so. Oh, you're trying to break this. I'm a bummer. There's no way to get my entire face. I want my face there too. Oh, so it put the audio of the screen recording there. That's interesting. Yeah, I put the audio of that there, but that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is overlay it. So, okay, I need to get more instructions. Okay, I got both files into iMovie, and now what I want to do is overlay one file on top of the other. So I want my screen recording as the main background or the main movie, and then I want the recording of myself kind of like picture in picture, kind of like in the bottom left corner, overlaid on top of the screen recording. How do I do that? Okay, we'll figure out. To overlay one picture on top of another in iMovie, you can use the picture-in-picture feature. Look at that. I even got it lingo right. Here's how you can achieve that. Drag the screen recording, the main background, onto the timeline in iMovie. Drag the recording of yourself onto a higher track in the timeline directly above the screen recording. So it's actually saying to start with the screen recording and then drag this directly above. Oh, okay. Why wasn't I able to do that before? Anyways, position the playhead where you want the picture-in-picture to start appearing. Because, yeah, I would actually want the main one to start of me, and then I would want the screen recording to start after that. So I wonder, yeah, like you could tell it to start there. I'm doing it backwards right now, but I could. Okay, so that's just doing both. Okay, so then pretend I did that. Position the playhead where you want the PIP video to start. Click on the PIP video clip to select it. Drag the recording yourself. No higher track. Position the playhead where you want the PIP video to start appearing. Click on the PIP video to select clip to select it. In the preview window, you'll see 3 icons. Crop to fill, Ken Burns, and audio adjustment. Click on the cropping icon, crop to fill. Okay, what are you talking about? Color balance, color correction, cropping. That sounds right. Oh, clip filter and audio effects, clip information. Okay, cropping, crop to fill. From the drop-down menu that appears, select picture in picture. There's no picture in picture. Well, actually, it wanted me to do that with this one, so let's try that. Crop to fill. There's no picture in picture. You notice that the picture in picture video clip now appears as a smaller overlay on top of the main. You can drag to reposition as needed. Maybe it's in edit or something. Mark, modify. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but now I know the lingo. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna try Google. And I'm gonna say how to do picture in picture effect in iMovie, and hopefully this will help me create a picture. So it's given me the AI, which maybe we'll try that. Select a clip, drag the clip above, release the mountain button, click the overlay settings button, video overlay settings button. Click. We're looking for video overlay. Or settings. Let's just try help, dude. Video overlay settings. My gosh, dude. Okay. Why did that just disappear? Paste adjustments. Okay, so maybe I just go copy, and then down here I'd go no. Dude, just give me the actual add a picture in picture. Okay, this is looking a lot easier. Select a clip. You want to use picture in picture, and drag it above a clip. Okay, I've done that. Oh, here we go. See, this is nice. All right, there. There we go. Picture in picture. Bada bang, bada boom. Look at that, mate. All righty, mates. Look at that, mate. All right, beautiful. Okay, so that's how I would do it. And I'll have to match the audio. I probably should have done one of those, right? Not that it's, if the audio is not perfectly sync, you're not gonna know because it's just the screen, right? Again, I have this backwards. What I really want to do. So let's actually do this right. Let's go. This is the one that I'm gonna start with. We're gonna add that, and this is the one that we're gonna drag in, and this is gonna. So I talked for like 10 minutes or something, and then we dragged in the screen recording here. Why is that only doing that? Oh, it's not. It's just, I got it. Okay, because the screen recording is really small. Okay, so then, I'll figure out where the audio needs to sync. Then we'll go here. We'll tell it picture in picture. Wait, no. I need, what time is it? We have 7 minutes to figure this out. I need the video to go first. I'll probably have to edit it a little bit, because I'll need the video to go first, and then the main video to turn into picture in picture. Okay. So I know what I have to do. I go right here. Let's say it's right here. Okay, let's actually undo this. Just cut away. Okay, I'd go here, and we're gonna split the clip. Okay, then we would drag this in, and this will actually be really long. It'll be the rest of the video, and then I would actually do that to this one. Oh, freaking A. Can we switch these? Can we, yeah, put that there. Oh, there we go. And then split screen. No, split screen. What a goof. All right, then we'll go like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. I don't know how much of the screen I want to show, but boom. So then I'll continue right there. Bada bing, bada boom, and then it'll be done. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, the video will start with me talking, right? Which would be this.
So I think of like, sometimes I need to.
My wife, so beautiful. Okay, and then it'll switch to that. Okay, so and then the audio will be. I'll probably just keep the audio here. So I would then detach audio and delete that so that it's just the audio from this one.
So like on Saturdays, I sleep in.
Done. Look at that, mate. Look at that. All right. So you could not be more incompetent in starting something than that. That was probably painful to watch. I know it was painful to do at certain points, but the point is now we'd have this, and then you just export it right to, oh, look at that. You can go right to YouTube right there. So we'll just, upload this right to YouTube, and look at that, bada bing, you go right through it and make it happen. Okay. So, you are going to see this video. It's going to appear on my YouTube channel, and it'll be up here. It'll be the right clips, not, you know, these ones that it'll be my actual thing. Anyways, I feel really good. That was awesome. In 1 hour, we started our YouTube channel. Oh, is there anything else? I'm just curious. Okay, done. I got 4 minutes to spare. What's the next step? So at this point, though, we're live. We went from a wannabe entrepreneur, a wannabe, business owner, whatever, to actually starting our thing. At which point, probably still kind of a wannabe, but again, the real work begins now. But that's the whole point. The real work begins now. Up until now, it's all just been hypothetical. It's been in the air. It's been a dream. It's been whatever. And in 1 hour, we just made it happen. We just made it real. Tomorrow, we can take another hour. We can take another 30 minutes, and we can do the next step, right? So what does it say, the next step? Oh, finalize and upload to YouTube. Okay. Optimize your video for YouTube. Okay. Compelling title. Okay, so at this point, you would just ask YouTube to write, the title, write the detailed description, add the tags. Like, ChatGPT is going to help you do all of those steps. Easy peasy. You're going to upload it, and it'll be done, okay? I'm just trying to get to, like, the next step of, like, this should be, like, tomorrow's step. Okay, so now, boom. At this point, it's uploaded, and we are done, okay? We have created our YouTube channel. We've uploaded our first video, and now we're off to the races. And then it's saying the next step, engage with your audience and promote your channel. Great. Let's do that tomorrow. Let's do that the next day. Let's do that throughout. And you can just continue to go, okay, next step. And a lot of these are going to be repetitive steps that you, like this next one is engage with your audience, promote your channel. That's going to go, that's going to be an ongoing step. But then you can just keep moving through it. And one step at a time, one baby step at a time, you can make this happen. In 1 hour, I was able to start my YouTube channel, and we'll keep going. I'll keep making a few videos like this, and we'll see if anyone's interested in it. I have a lot of different YouTube video channel ideas that I'm going to try out all at once, basically just throwing spaghetti at the wall, and I'm going to see what sticks. And I really hope that content like this is one of those ideas that stick, because I really, really think it would be cool. But that's the whole thing. What I think is cool, maybe other people will not. So I have a lot of ideas that I think are cool, and the reality is probably most of them are not gonna be cool, that people are not gonna be interested in, but I'm gonna see which ones people are interested in, and then I'll probably drop the rest and double down on the one that's working. So anyways, that's it. I'm stoked. I just started my first YouTube video channel. You can too. Subscribe and like. I don't know what all these people say on their YouTube channels, but yeah, no, I just feel pretty stoked right now. Got the first step done. Now I can keep going. Now I can get to the real work, and it's real now. So if you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, this is probably not the best tutorial for how to start it, but what it is motivation to show you that somebody as ignorant to the whole, industry as I am, just started in 1 hour. You've been thinking about it for 10 years. So just start your channel. Okay. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll probably do how to start a podcast next. And then, plenty of ideas. Sky's the limit. So thank you for watching. Peace out.